So an MLB insider has the Yankees making one big offseason splash before spring training begins. Let's get into that right now. So, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Apparently, some people don't think the Yankees are done, and I've said it a lot. I don't think the Yankees are done. Now, I thought they would be done. I still think they are making big moves, but there's an insider, and you know who this guy is? Okay, he was the guy that's on the thumbnail, Jim Bowden from the Athletic. Okay, he's been around, been a baseball insider for a while, and he doesn't think the Yankees are done. He thinks they're going to make one more big splash. Okay, this is a surprising splash to me. And we've talked about it, and other people have talked about it, but he thinks they're going to sign Josh Hader, okay, to close out the bullpen, to really, really fortify the closer position for the near future. Now, there's a couple things with Josh Hader, okay? Let's just say he's probably going to get about $20 million a year, give or take. Okay, he's looking to break Edwin Diaz's 5-year deal, 5-year record. I think it was 500, 100, 200, something like that. He's looking to break that. Now, MLBTradeRumors.com has predicted him at like 6 years, 110 million. So he wouldn't break the AAV there, but I'm guessing he's going to get upwards of 20 million bucks a year. Now, something to keep in mind too. The Yankees are already over the Cohen threshold, which is 297 million. They're at about 305 right now. If they bring in Josh Hader at 20 million a year, say, every dollar taxed over the Cohen threshold is taxed at $1. Okay, so 20 million becomes 40 million. Every year they're over the threshold, that's the way it's going to be. Now, they can get under the threshold next year, in which case it wouldn't be that way. But if they're only a small portion amount next year over the threshold, let's just say they're become $10 million over the threshold because of the cuts they make and moves they make, blah, 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 then it's only adding 20 million and dollar for dollar. So, but remember, they're taxed at every level of threshold differently. So right now, the Yankees have about $48 million in taxes that they're going to be paying so far. If they bring in a Josh Hader, that's different. Okay, add $20 million to that, so that's at 48 becomes 68. And if you add the 20 million to the payroll itself, they're at 325. Then you add 68, that's $393 million. I've already done the math on like Blake Snell and Jordan Montgomery. This is something that would be another significant outlay or another significant investment by the Yankees. Okay, and again, he's 30. I think he's 30 now. There's no guarantee that he'll be an elite closer that much longer, but he's been the best in baseball for the last several years and is not even close. So, and he would bring, some additional punch to the Yankees personality train. You've got guys like Alex Verdugo here, Marcus Stroman. You bring him in a guy here, he's another eccentric person. So, the Yankees would definitely have a different look next year. So, but again, I think you'd have to get Garrett Cole's buy-in, Aaron Judge's buy-in, as well as Hal's buy-in, obviously. So, but I don't know if I see this personally. But if an insider's saying this, I wouldn't be surprised. And again, Hal's already cleared the room to make an additional splash. And I don't know if Marcus Stroman represents the only splash that we're going to make. So they're looking to bring in a reliever potentially too. Maybe even a swingman type pitcher, someone who can spot start or throw in relief, kind of a Michael King type. Which they have not replaced yet, even though they have guys coming back from Tommy John. So that's something to look out for too. And I mentioned three guys earlier, and there's still more. So, but let me know what your thoughts are on this one. Can you see them bringing in Josh Hader? So the next couple of weeks are going to be very intriguing. Thursday of this week, Luke Weaver gets his physical. So if he passes, when he passes, and once Marcus Stroman passes, they're going to have to clear 2 roster spots no matter what to make room for Weaver and Stroman. So expect moves there and expect other moves. If they happen to bring in a reliever like this, they're going to have to make another roster move. So it's going to be an interesting several weeks. So if you're a fan and you happen to not be subscribed to this channel, please hit that button. Okay. And if you want to be the front of the line when news comes in, hit the notification button as well. And like I said, if you find yourself enjoying this content, I thank you. Hit the like button too. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. So let me know what you think about this. Could you see Josh Hader in the Yankee pinstripes? Is he a fit? We've talked about this. I don't know how he's a fit personally, but the Yankees have done things that fans were like, what the hell, what? Marcus Stroman was a head scratcher for a lot of fans last week. So, but he's fired up. His coaches think he'll manage the end of the New York microscope just fine. So, and he's bringing some punch and personality to a team that's been very buttoned up and very straight line for a long time. So, it'd be nice to have some guys like this to add some personality, add a different dynamic to this roster. Josh Hader would represent another player who would do that. So, and if he keeps, pitching as well as he's been pitching, and my God, Yankees are in for a treat here. So, and the other thing to keep in mind, Clay Holmes is going into his contract year. So, will they re-sign him? He would represent probably the setup man in the eighth inning if they bring in a guy like Hader, or if they bring in a guy like Hector Neris and so on, or somebody like that, Robert Stevenson. So, but Josh Hader would represent the clear cut closer that the Yankees need. I don't know if they're willing to make that investment on the bottom, on the back end of this. So that still remains to be seen. But you never know what they can do. You never know what's going to happen. So let's get into this one. I want to know what your thoughts are. Load up the comments. Let's talk about it. Could you see Josh Hader in pinstripes? Would you like to see Hader in pinstripes? I know a lot of people have been saying they want to see Trevor Bauer in pinstripes, but if I had to choose between who I thought would be an easier guy to sign, would be Josh Hader, because Trevor Bauer, as talented as he is, okay, and as good as he can pitch, as aggressive as he's a total gamer, but there's still baggage associated with him. Okay. And Hader comes with a different type of skill set, a different type of personality, different type of, environment to him. So, and he's said some questionable things in the past too. But this guy's lights out, the top premier closer in baseball. And coming from the left-handed side too, man, it's almost like having Randy Johnson close games. So, which is crazy, but the Yankees can actually pull this off. And again, Jim Bowden from The Athletic thinks the Yankees might bring in Josh Hader. So, just thinking about it makes me like, not only, I worry a little bit as to how he's going to fit, but if he fits here and he dominates, I mean, everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be happy. Do I still see them adding a swingman or potentially trading for a controllable starting pitcher? Yeah, probably. So if they're going to make one more big investment, I think it'll be him over Blake Snell, who's going to cost more, over Jordan Montgomery, who's going to cost more. It sounds like he wants to be elsewhere anyway. So, and what kind of contract do you think he would get? What would you give him? Let me know in the comments too. That's where I think, obviously he's looking to break Edwin Diaz's record. Will he? Do you think he'll get it? I don't know. I don't know, but he'll get close, I think. So I do think $20 million a year is probably the number that he's probably going to wind up with. So let me know what your thoughts are, gang. Talk to you next time.